counting Trump out of the park. They're saying that you better give up, pack it up, and go away. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm looking at all y'all, and we ain't going nowhere. We're not letting up. We ain't doing it. We're going to be too vicious to the very end. We ain't going. You know, this thing is not about, is it over? It ain't over. But it's about where we're going. Trump showed us the way. He disrupted the whole thing. We're going to keep going that way. And I'm very thankful and honored today that the Fresno POG, Fred, and the whole gang let me put it together with them. Without them, this couldn't happen. And another thing, let me roll the down.
And you know what? It's not over. There are many things. You know, you've been reading since yesterday, I'm sure, seen the news. This thing isn't over by a long shot. There's other cases going, other legal cases, things happening. There's still a long time. I know the electors meet Monday, but there's still things that can happen. So we are not giving up. And we're excited about President Trump. We're excited about this parade. And so again, thank you for coming. All right, good, thanks. That's right. Thank you. I want to introduce just a few people who helped.
All of you guys that did come out, I think those of us that are here, we're the ones that realize that this really isn't over and that we have to stand, that we can't be silent anymore. If they don't see us out there, they're going to assume they did win. They didn't win, they stole it. And we need to keep praying that that's all revealed. And just keep waving our flags, flying our flags. So for all of you guys that are here, if you don't have a flag, I know they're selling them over there, so buy one, put it on your car, hang it up to your window, and please join us. And let's just show our community that we're still here and we're not going anywhere. So I'd like to invite all the kids to come up.
This is why we fight.
Amen.
He said, let the children come unto me. Theirs is the kingdom of God. Early days.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watch, were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets sprinkling, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Rough year. After all these days, like when the presidential election, the COVID-19 pandemic, yes, of course, I'm sorry. Yeah, of course, there is lots of things that are going around the world. And it's pretty dangerous, and I understand. But we won't give up. We stop voting for Trump. However, we will vote for Trump every year. Therefore, Trump is our president, God is our God. However,
God is God.
we all know President Trump is here for us to stop Sleepy Joe.
Is he your son?
No.
The camo one's mine.
Oh, okay, that's
I was born here to be a proud American and each citizen that are so nice and fragile. And thank all of the soldiers that fought the Vietnam War, the Korean War, World War II, or any war. American soldiers are so brave to
Yes.
save our country. And we'll start building that wall.
Good job.
Are we doing the pledge now?
More than it'll ever hurt them. But you can't remember what they did. You can't forget what they did to you. And you can't ever let it happen again. Remember that as conservatives, we were called Nazis. Remember that if you will come up and hit you. Remember that as conservatives, after being called Nazis and our law enforcement officers being called the Gestapo by people like Chuck Schumer, we had Antifa people destroying cities, private property, public property, burning places down, and they were supported and defended by these people. And then they were called in the mainstream media, they were called peaceful protesters.
That's right. That's right.
Remember that there were people who justified violence against people who wore MAGA hats, people in the Trump administration, that it was okay to attack you as you filled your car up. To what, like Sarah Sanders in a restaurant was confronted by people and run out. And that was okay because the ends justified the means. Remember that for the last 4 years, instead of helping the American people, the Democrats in Washington were geared towards defeating and removing a lawfully elected president. You can be accused of incredibly horrible crimes like sexual assault with no evidence, with no witnesses, or as they call it, you can be Kavanaugh'd. That's the way what we're calling it now. And that's completely acceptable because, well, it's just politics.